pleasant evening to one and all my viewers and subscribers. Here again, not again, because this is the first time I've done a vlog in this area. So right now I'm at Ruby St. Philip. I'm doing a video of Trinity Church. This is the Hilda Scheme Primary School here. Straight ahead will lead you back to Bayfield and Sam Lawrence Castle and Long Bay and that part of St. Philip and Bailey's Primary School and so on. This way to lead you back to 6 Roads and back to Beulah and Ruby in St. Philip. So this is the Hilda Scheme Primary School here, and this is the shop. The shop is closed now. So I will go to Holy Trinity Church via King George V Park. So this is all Ruby's St. Philip. This way back to Sam Ross Castle and Bayfield and so on. And this way back to St. Philip District Hospital via Holy Trinity Church. And this is the Hilda Scheme Primary School over here. This is the way to the hospital and the Hilda Scheme Primary School, which was an amalgamation of Holy Trinity boys and girls. This is the Hilda Scheme School. An amalgamation of the Holy Trinity boys and girls school. So the St. Philip District Hospital is situated throughout this line here as well, along this street here. And this way will be by the Sanford as well, Sanford in St. Philip. So this is all the Hilda Scheme pasture over here. So this road, as I said before, will lead you back to Sanford, back to Holy Trinity Church, the St. Philip District Hospital, and the King George V Park, Recreational Park, all in St. Philip. So I'm in the countryside. I'm to the east of the island. Go off for the Gold Ruby Plantation. I'm to the east of the island. I'm in the largest parish in Barbados and the flattest parish as well. St. Philip is the flattest parish in Barbados. It is also the largest parish. It is the parish that is said to not have hills in it, but there are still 1 or 2 hills in St. Philip. May not be much, but there are still 1 or 2 hills in St. Philip. There's Tree Houses Park, there's Tree Houses Hill, there is Blades Hill. That side of St. Philip, which is at the top of St. Philip, is the part that has the hills in it. There was an incident that took place out here by King George V Park about 2 or 3 weeks ago, where a Ghanaian nurse was attacked while coming from the hospital. She was a worker at the hospital. So this is all the countryside here. I'm in the countryside. So the Ghanaian nurse was attacked while coming from work about 3 weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Looking back to Ruby Road. beautiful countryside here in Barbados. The crime situation in Barbados is ridiculous. That much I can say at the moment. The crime situation in Barbados is ridiculous. Very, very ridiculous. Every day something is happening. Every day there are 2 shootings. One in Carefield and one in Nelson City. The other day a nurse was attacked out here. So this is all Ruby Road. And Jezreel also behind here, which is like a retreat lake where you can go and camp and so on. Jezreel is behind here. Jezreel, I did a camp, I went to a camp there 20 years ago, or 25 years ago, 23 years ago, sorry. 2002 or so, I went to sleep over at the camp here. Jezreel is behind here. Jezreel and St. Philip. Yeah, Dario. Yeah. So the St. Philip District Hospital. So this area is known as Jezreel. Jezreel. This is just behind. St. Philip Hospital. As I said before, the nurse was attacked. The hospital here, St. Philip District Hospital. The registered nurse got attacked. Yeah. The hospital. St. Philip District Hospital. I'm now approaching Trinity Church. Yeah. So there was a picnic or something. There was a picnic or something. So at 3 houses at King George V Park. So this is all the hospital. There are a lot of Ghanaian nurses in Barbados. There are lots of Ghanaian nurses here in this country, Barbados. So this is King George V Park, opposite the Holy Trinity Church. And this is all the Holy Trinity Church cemetery. This was the old school building which is now used church. This is now used as the church hall. King George Park is right opposite Holy Trinity Church. This is the church cemetery here. So as I said before, I'm to the east of the island. The parish of St. Philip, a place called Ruby. St. Philip, King George Park is over here, and this is Holy Trinity Church. Good afternoon. Holy Trinity Church, Anglican Church, and King George Park over here. Church of the Holy Trinity at Ruby, St. Philip. Holy Trinity Church. It's been a while since I haven't visited Holy Trinity Church. This church dates back to 1830. So this is an Anglican church as well. And the rectory where the priest residence is behind the church. So this is the back part of Trinity Church, Holy Trinity Church. The vicarage is behind the church. And this is all the church cemetery for Holy Trinity Church. So this is another historic church in Barbados, in the Anglican Diocese of Barbados. John Howard Spencer, buried here. Winston Henderson Gittins, buried here. This is Pauline Eiffel, Winston Lawrence, and Muriel Edger Lawrence. People now want to refer to this church as the Cathedral in the East. But this church is too small to be the Cathedral in the East. The Cathedral in the East will have to be St. John's Parish Church, which is situated overlooking the hillside, overlooking the Hackerton's Cliff. So the hospital is next door to the church. So this was one of the first churches in the diocese, the Anglican diocese, to receive air conditioning unit at it. This church is well maintained by its members, well taken care of. The Fingal grave here. I guess these are relatives of Matt Fingal, who is a well-known calypsonian from Barbados, a well-known calypsonian and a comedian who was also from St. Philip. So I believe that this is Matt Fingal's family and the Bushell grave here. Next door. And this is some more. The cemetery is right here. St. Philip is home to well-known Calypsonians such as the Red Plastic Bag, Blood, John King, and Sir McFingal, all born and bred here in St. Philip. St. Philip can be referred to by many of the St. Philip residents as the Republic of St. Philip, and the residents of St. Philip refer to themselves as Philippines. This is all the hospital over here. So look at Holy Trinity Church once more before I close off this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and do have a blessed and a wonderful evening.